What's up? First video in a while, and since it's beautiful out right now, I figured I'd make a video on this, which is the new car. Instead of the car's not really in even lighting over here, but unlike the familiar '02 Mustang GT, the black one, which I know I didn't make a proper send-off video for it, but I did end up selling it just about 2 months ago for this one. Well, not necessarily for this one, but this is the one I ended up getting, and it's an '05 GT. It's torch red, premium package. It has a custom hood. Well, it's got like a scoop on it. It's actually like a custom hood, which is odd, but I don't mind it. It looks okay. As for other mods, it's only got, the only other mods it has are the Hearst. It's got an off-road X-pipe and Fullmaster mufflers. I believe they're 40s. I don't have the keys right now, so I'm probably not going to be starting up in this video. This is really just an overview anyway. But anyway, stepping inside, you can see it's got a little bit of button wear on the radio deck, which I'm not going to lose sleep over because I was going to replace it anyway. But other than that, I mean, the driver's seat bolster is pretty worn, and it's got the common little split up there, but otherwise the interior isn't too bad. It's got the leather panels peeling off a little bit on each side, but yeah, not too bad. It's got a couple nicks and stuff on the center console, but the car's got 128,000 miles on it, so that's par for the course. Nothing crazy. But I mean, all this stuff is in good shape. Usually you'll see these broken and whatnot. The dash, like the aluminum dash panels, are all in good shape. There's only a couple nicks on them, and I don't even remember where those are. There's one nick in it right there. But nothing crazy, nothing major. Pretty clean interior. The only gauge that doesn't work as the gauge is the voltage meter. That gauge has a mind of its own, but as you can see, it doesn't have, it's got that little chip right there which I need to touch up, but no rust there as these cars normally get. The quarter panel was repainted at some point, and it's not a great job. I'll probably get it redone because of the next thing I'm going to show you. Yeah. But I mean, doors are nice and solid. But as for that next thing, it's that, can't really see it too good. It's not that big. Anyway, you see that little paint bubble right there? I believe that's all that is just the paint, because you can see the paint job. You can see where the old paint job ends and the new one begins right here. And I believe that it was not sealed very well right there, because the metal underneath is like, it's crazy solid. There's no bubbling at all underneath this at all. So that's what leads me to believe that is merely cosmetic, not structural whatsoever. Because I mean, it's a little worse on the Ranger, but like, you go even on the outside like this and it flakes, and it's just not, it's not as solid as it is on the Mustang. Like, even over here, I know this is actually even thicker steel, I think, than the car's made out of, this bumper. So yeah, that's what makes me think that it's not actually like rust. But yeah, I'm gonna get that fixed at some point. I'm not too worried about it. But other than that, it has this, which was caused by me. These paint chips right here and this big crack in the paint right here. That was caused by me. Long story short, day after I got it, I backed into a parking pole. Not very proud of that, but no big deal because I did plan to replace the rear bumper anyway. But yeah, overall I'm pretty pleased with this car. I love driving it. It's tons of fun. And it looks great. I get tons of compliments on it. And I'll show the engine bay, which is one of my favorite things about this car, and you'll see why. Because my old one, this hood's heavy, sorry. This hood is really heavy. Alright. Alright. Hood. It's starting to kind of bubble up underneath like these cars do, but it's not coming through yet. And even if it did, I wouldn't be that worried about it. No big deal on the hood. But yeah, the engine bay, as you can see, is very clean. Very original too. There's not really anything in here that worries me in any way. I mean, even the little radiator cover, whatever, is clean. The airbox cover is really clean. Everything's just really nice. It's got what looks like it used to be wet there. It doesn't look recent, so I'm not too worried about it. This car's recently had the fuel pump and the plugs and coils all changed, so that was a big selling point because I really didn't want to do that, because any of you who know these cars knows that, well, I mean, the fuel pump is just something that goes out on cars anyway, but for you that know these cars, you know about the plugs and coils and how much of a pain in the ass they are. But yeah, everything almost looks new, honestly. It really does look nice. I'm really pleased with the condition of the engine bay. Everything's clean and nice and well taken care of. I get the feeling that, at least by the previous owner, who had it about 4 years, I think, it was well looked after by at least him, because it does show it. It's definitely not a car that's just been neglected its whole life. One of the owners, which that might be the reason for the quarter panel. Maybe it was neglected a little bit, but I really, like, if you look under, I don't think it was really abused in the winter, because it's got a little bit. It's not really like anything other than anything worse than on my 2 valve, the oxidation. So it's a little bit worse. It might have been used in some weight over the winter, but I mean, the exhaust is pretty bad, but that's Flowmaster for you. But it's not structural yet, so I'm gonna replace it eventually. But yeah, it's definitely, I mean, for being a Midwestern car its entire life, I really think that this one has stood the test of time, and I really love driving it. I've dreamed of owning one of these since they came out. It was just the coolest thing ever. I loved these cars to bits when they came out. Still love them today, and now I own one. I feel like I got a good deal on it, even with its flaws. And hopefully in the coming months I will be fixing some of the flaws and making it into the Mustang I've always dreamed of. Yep, stay tuned for that, and I will see you next time.